guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Cyan. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by today. I make different types of content all of the time, and today we are doing a semi full face of Kokie Cosmetics. If you would like to keep watching, or if you haven't already, subscribe it down below by hitting the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and want other videos like this one, and make sure you hit the post notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. So with that being said, let's get into this one. A while back, I did a video on a Kokie Cosmetics foundation. I'll leave a card here. And I was coming up with this idea of like, oh, I should do a full face because I've acquired a lot of Kokie Cosmetics. And I was sitting down the other day planning some content, and I was like, you know what I haven't done? A Kokie Cosmetics full face. And I haven't done a video like this in a while, and this is honestly a fun video for me to film because it's kind of getting back into playing with makeup. Playing with makeup is one of my favorite things to do. It really gives me a lot of joy and peace. Yeah, I just haven't done it in a while, so I thought we could play with makeup. I already have the foundation on because you've already seen that video. If you haven't, again, I'll leave a card, so go watch that after this video. You can get a full review on that. I did a long ass wear test on this foundation, so you can definitely see what I think. But we have that applied with some primer underneath, which the primer I used is from L'Oreal Paris. It's the Magic Perfecting Base. Love this stuff. And there's a few products that I don't have from Kokie. I don't have a bronzer. I don't have a powder. I think that's pretty much it though. Oh, and I don't have like a ton of eyeshadow from them, but I do have drugstore options. So we are going to keep it in the drugstore realm of things. Kokie Cosmetics is a very affordable brand. Again, in that other video, I did a pretty good like backstory of them, so go check that one out. I love the brand. I've used their products before, and I think they're very different, very new, fresh, and innovative, but very inexpensive, and I love their style of packaging. It's very sophisticated but pretty. All right, it is time to put some makeup on this face. We're gonna go to my face because I feel very flat. All right, my eyes are very tired, so let's illuminate. So we're going to use the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer from Kokie in Fair. I don't know if I picked the best shade, but we're gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try. And then I just have this little palette. This is from e.l.f. This is the Mad for Matte palette. This is what I'm gonna use for some eyeshadow later. But let's do a little concealing. And we're using a lot of powder products today, so which is something I'm not used to. I haven't used all powder products in a while, so I feel kind of backwards doing this. It's a very thin consistency. I definitely, ooh, wow, that did brighten a good amount. It's very subtle and natural, but you can see, like, can you see that difference in how much brighter I am over here compared to over here? Wow. So the thing I love about the foundation, which will totally give away the video, but it is definitely peeking through with this concealer, is it is so skin-like. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup right now, and I love that. And I will also give away that I have been wearing this foundation every day for several weeks now. I love how awake and refreshed my face looks right now. Like, I now don't feel like I look so exhausted, which is amazing. I actually think I'm going to use a little on my eyelids just to kind of like conceal the darkness that I have going on. Yeah, like, that's crazy. My eyes look so, like, I got so much rest. Oh my gosh. All right, this might be a new concealer favorite. I really like that. Wow. All right, coolio. I like this. All right, powder. We're going to use this L'Oreal Paris Hydra Perfecting Loose Powder. I'm using this for a while. It's like $6. It's one that was like one of those things that I just bought from Walmart because like I wanted a new product to try. I needed loose powder, and I really wanted to try something that nobody's talking about. So, and I will say, I love this. This is like my new favorite loose powder. So I'm just taking it on a little powder puff. It doesn't look bad. It's not like the concealer's not pilling with this. A little creasing, but I did do this eye first. Let's do some bronzer and then we'll get into the blush and everything. But let's just keep going with what isn't Kokie. So this is e.l.f.'s pressed bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. I like this. It's a very natural, very nice pressed bronzer for like $6 or $8. I haven't used a powder bronzer in a while though. I hopped on that cream product bandwagon and I freaking ran with it. I fell in love with cream products. I think they just look, I don't know, there's something about how much they're able to sink into the skin that they just look so much more natural. All right, let's go to blush. This blush had a hold over me. I got it from Rite Aid. It is their soft gradient blush in Hearthrob. It was between this and another one, and I just went with this one. Look how effing beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. I think I've used this once, and it was when I first got it, and I was like, I gotta set this aside for a video. Just look at that detail. So pretty. All right, it looks like a lot. So what I usually do is kind of dust the rest off, and we're gonna do little motions, and I'm gonna go kind of high on the cheeks. That's pretty. And it looks really good with this bronzer too. I like that. It is very, very soft, and I do feel like there is such a subtlety and a gradient to it that it's not overpowering. I think you're noticing it, but I use much more of a stamping, pressing motion to really get that product to lay. Again, it's because I'm used to using creams, but it does help for powders too, so you're not like moving other product around and potentially getting it muddy. You're very much stamping it into place. Maybe a little too much blush. We might have to tone it down. Sometimes when I do have a little too much blush, I'll go over with my bronzer brush and kind of just like do the edges a little. I usually feel better about more bronzer, less blush. I'm a person with a lot of redness in her skin, so I try to, you know, tone that down with foundation and concealer. I don't want more blushiness, you know. I do have this brush. Let's kind of blend the two together. Yeah, that toned it down. That makes it better. Much better. Let's do some highlight. So this is their soft glow highlighter in Gleaming. I have swatched this a couple times. I've worn it a few times, but it's just so pretty. I always do some by my eyebrow. I can't help it. My nose. Sue me. So I like that. I don't know that I love, like when I look in the mirror here, I feel like it looks very glittery, and I don't love that. It looks very kid-like. I got into glitter. I much rather have like a glow and like just radiance. So I'm not sure that I love that. It's a very pretty color, and maybe it's just the top coat. Like that's super pretty. Yeah, even that swatch though, it's very glittery. So that's not something I love. It reminds me of kind of more kid makeup in my opinion. We're gonna do brows because I'm feeling like we need to do some brow action. So I have several products. I have my very favorite, I've talked about this a lot. This is their brow kit. I got this years ago in Brunette, and I love this. I use it all the time, so I don't want to use this today. I want to use these products today, and I have used these a little bit. So this is their highbrow angled eyebrow pencil in Brunette, and then this is their brow mascara tinted eyebrow gel in medium brown. So I have feelings on both of these, and I'm not sure how much I like either of them. I love the sleek packaging. That's one thing I do love, but I'm not sure anything else. So I can't really talk when I do brows. I don't know, I just mess them up. So I'm gonna do brows and then I'll come back and talk about the product. Okay, so one thing, and I realized it was the technique that I used with this, but this eyebrow here is very much 2016 block brows, and that's what I did. And it's because I'm used to doing that. This brow, I ended up doing softer strokes throughout in just this areas that needed a little filling. I love this eyebrow more than this one, but I don't love the waxiness of this pencil. It's waxy, and I don't love wax pencils. The other thing I'm not used to is pencil. I have definitely been in the powder game a little longer. I think with powder, I am able to achieve kind of more of a natural look, which is funny that I'm saying that when I was just saying, like, I feel like cream products on my face is a much more natural look. I don't hate it. I don't think that it's bad. I'm not gonna get rid of this necessarily. I just think that I need to kind of work with it again. Brow mascara, this is something that I'm not a total fan of, and I think it comes down to a couple of different things. So the wand is very big for a gel for an eyebrow, and it is extremely stay put, which is great, but you need to work fast with it. So I'll show you. This brow does not need a lot, but I'm just going to do very, very subtle. And maybe if I just had a clear, maybe that would be all of the difference. See, like now I'm panicking because I need to brush this through before this dries. And now the other brow product is moving. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Yeah, so now I feel like I've taken a lot of the other brow product out. There's so much on this spoolie. Like, I don't know if you can tell. There's just so much product on it. So this I'm not a fan of. Don't get that. Maybe I'll try clear if I can find it, but because I feel like clear would be great. These brows would not move an inch. The thing that sucks is I need to film another video after this, and we're gonna have big brows. But maybe I'll even it out with some eyeshadow. We have this little e.l.f. palette here. So the Kokie Cosmetic eyeshadow products that I have are their Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadows. These are very much like the Urban Decay metallic liquid eyeshadows. These are better in my opinion. So I think we're going to use both because they're both beautiful. So this one is in Lunar, and then this one is in Eclipse. So that is Lunar. This is Eclipse. Look how pretty those are. All right. So this is what I came up with, and it took me a hot second. So let's walk through how to do it with this eye. So using the Matte for Matte palette, these 3 shades here, and then this shade here. So let's start with the first 2 shades here. I kind of just take my very wide, old crease brush and put it into those 2 shades. And then I am starting very wildly with this shade, kind of all over at first in my crease, and then just all over my eye. Keeping your eye open so you know what it's going to look like on your eye, especially if you have hooded eyes. I know this is really good for those types of people. I kind of have hooded eyes. The older I get, I have more hooded, but they're not horrible. I'm just focusing it on in my crease and then taking it in and really working that color. Then what I did is I took a smaller, denser brush and went into that third color and then worked on the outer corner, first patting into my crease, then bringing it in a little and up and just getting it right in there. I first took this brush here and I dabbed the doe foot with this, and then I started blending. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I ended up just taking the whole doe foot and kind of putting it all over my eye because it wasn't working the way that I wanted it to. So this is how we're going to do it. And then I'm going to blend it, and then I'm going to pat it. Actually, I think I'm going to pat it first. And then we're going to blend it. It's not the easiest product to try to blend into another. I'm also not a makeup artist. I'm not an eye makeup connoisseur, and this is more makeup than I would ever do. I just really wanted to show you these liquid shadows in working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm just going to dab kind of almost all over and take my finger, work it out with my finger. I'm going to go in with this brush here and this dark brown and kind of like set it almost, especially in this area here. And if you wanted to use a shimmery shade, you could. I just really wanted to use one palette. Still think that the shimmer kind of seeps through. The next thing I did is I took this brush again, went back into that third color, took product, and then I just buffed out the edge. I went in with my Morphe M441 brush, and this is usually my just blend it all together, try to get you as seamless as possible, really blended look brush. Now for the very pretty, very nice. We're taking this from dark and sultry to a little bit more wake up the eye. I'm gonna just take the doe foot, place it in the inner corner and first half of the lid area. Take your thinner and you're just gonna kind of work that product out. I am not a makeup artist. I don't love doing tutorials, but I love playing with makeup and I love creating looks that are really simple. Like, this does not have to be difficult. This is not difficult. It also doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be blended to the nines and crazy amount of work and you're sitting and doing your makeup forever. I think sometimes we go a little too overboard, especially with social media, and feel like everything has to look perfect. No, it doesn't. It looks like makeup when you're in person. And then again, I'm just going to take this brush, kind of go into these shades again, do about here, just so it's all seamlessly blended. I threw some mascara on, which is just some Rare Beauty mascara. Moving on, we have a crap ton of lip products. So I have, which I actually have used already, I have used this lip liner, which is a retractable one, in the shade Warm Nude. I've used this before. It's really, really nice. And then I've also used this Kissable liquid lipstick in Nirvana. I like this too. I think it's beautiful. And I did, who am I? I am usually not a matte lipstick person, but I got two matte lipsticks, one in High Tea and the other is in Sahara. This is the lip liner in Warm Nude. That is that. Very nice. Is the liquid lipstick in Nirvana. More of your like taupey, mauvey shade. And let's see what lipstick we're gonna wear, because we're gonna do a lipstick today. So this is High Tea. Ooh, that's a little dark. I love the like retractableness on this. And this is Sahara. And that's kind of pinky. Ooh. Oh no, I'm almost leaning towards Nirvana. All right, I think we're gonna do Nirvana with a little of Sahara. I think I want to do Sahara. Very matte. It's a little drying, but my lips are dry. It's not my favorite feeling. It's a very, very full coverage, but we're gonna put a little high tea on there. Last but not least, we have the Mistix matte setting spray long wear. This is the second bottle I bought because the first one, yeah, what the heck? There's like something wrong with their nozzles on the bottles. Like faulty packaging. This is the second one I got. It was like this. All right, well, that's a dud. Guess I will never get to try that because I'm not buying it a third time and getting the same results. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Spray. That feels pretty darn good. I like that. All in all, love the eyeshadows. Love the concealer. Oh my gosh. The blush is fantastic. I love the shade of the highlighter, but I don't like the glitteriness. The lip products are nice. I just think that I'm not like a dark on dark person, and this tone isn't right for this eyeshadow, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I wonder if Nirvana would be better. Do we take this off? Yeah, that's better with this. Much better. It's like at least cool on cool. Foundation, concealer, the blush, and the eyeshadows are probably my top favorites. I like the highlighter. I just don't love the glitteriness of it. The brow products, the mascara, no. The pencil, I'm gonna have to work with a little. Brow kit, highly recommend it. Lip products I think are really nice. I just think my poor mouth is a little dry, so I have to, you know, my lips are chapped, so matte on top of that is kind of bothersome. Setting spray, worst thing, because I can't get it to work. All in all, I really do like my makeup. I feel very pretty. I feel very put together. I actually feel like I need to change because I feel very glam up here and very casual on the bottom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the tips and the tutorial. And yeah, I haven't done that in a really long time. If you'd like to see more of that style of video, let me know in the comments down below. Again, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, like button, all of that. Also, follow me on Instagram at Life of Sai. I post behind the scenes content and reels, and I'm not super active over there, but I'm trying. It's more of my life than anything and behind the scenes. So yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful life, and I will see you in my very next video. Mwah. Bye guys.